Johannes, it's a win number 19, which is incredible in an incredible season, but today it was a bit trickier with conditions, two misses. How did it go?
Yeah, I think the conditions were like we have seen in Holmenkollen before. Wet snow is one of my favorite tracks because it takes like all the energy out of you, and then it's the best skiers who can still do wrong on the shooting range and be good in the end. So I had a good feeling all the way.
You seem to found a place very few people find when everything works, but you can keep coming with the same performance. Do you think you found a mechanism to keep this for a few seasons more?
We never know. I think I will try for next year, but I think it can be hard to win 19 in a season again. So I cannot hope for that, but we have to just put down the work during summer and try again every race next year.
You won so much. You also learn how to process big success. And for example, yesterday Quentin told us he's learning this season how to cope with such huge success. So what's your usual routine after today?
Not so much. I don't have planned so much yet. Focus has been to this Sunday. When I wake up tomorrow, I don't know exactly what to do. So then it's also nice to just don't have any plans. I think because biathlon is on your mind all year.
Hey, congratulations. No. Niklas, just before Oslo started, you posted batteries are dead, there's nothing left. Yet you came back with 2 times 2020 and you clinched the blue bib. So how did you recharge?
Yeah, Östersund was quite tough for me. I felt quite a bit of pressure as well, maybe. And the season was so long. I have never completed the whole season, and especially in the World Cup, when you're doing well, you race every race, and it's so much more. So my body's definitely not quite used to it. So after Östersund was quite a disaster for me with the skiing performance, I was quite convinced that probably it's just time for me to head into off-season because I'm probably quite dead and the batteries are empty. So we tried our best coming into this week, and we did 2-3 rest days, which usually for the performance is not the best for me. Because I need quite some skiing and some training to perform well. So in the sprint maybe I paid quite a bit with the performance because I didn't do much the days before. But coming into the weekend I really felt that I was rested better again, and I can't complain. The weekend was amazing here. Yeah.
Can you just take us through the last loop, because with so much at stake and you took the better of Christiansen, who we know is in extraordinary good shape this season?
Yes, definitely. So the wax techs definitely did a good job today. Otherwise, it would not have been possible in these tricky conditions. I felt on the 4th lap where I caught up to Vetle already that maybe he's also struggling a little bit. So I was quite convinced that maybe I could manage it. So I went hard on the first part of the loop, and I took a glance back and I realized, okay, the gap has stayed the same or even opened up a little bit. So that's where I got my confidence, and I knew I have to finish this loop, and I was fighting like hell, and it was really nice to get into the finish, look behind and see that there's no one charging at me, and so I could really enjoy the finish, and it was incredible. Yeah.
You mentioned it's your first full season. You opened it with second, you closed it with second place, but in between, of course, it's 4 months of extreme effort. So what did you learn, and how did you manage despite all the difficulties?
I think at first it's been quite a new situation for me, especially a little bit with the media and all the attention coming along with all that. It's been a little bit of a challenge at the beginning, but I think I grew into it a little bit and really know when to switch off and focus on myself and keep everything else away. I learned that, and also I think now coming into at the end of the season, I really coped better with the pressure as well, coming into the last shootings. I felt at the beginning of the season it was still quite a new situation, and then I've been in this situation a few times, so maybe that was also today where I just had more confidence, more coolness coming to the last shooting when there's something at stake, and I think that's definitely a big part of what I've learned this season. Yeah.
Extremely well done and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Vetle, let's start technically. It was 7th podium, a very tough race in conditions that take a lot out of people. So how did it go? It ended up well.
Yeah, you are right about that. These kind of conditions for the last race, it's very demanding, both physically, for sure. The track is a bit soft and wet, so you don't get anything for free from the snow. You have to create all the speed by yourself, and the fog on the range. I think we all changed the ringhorn, at least the Norwegians did. So you have to be a bit more focused to be able to hit the target. You know, when you have a bigger ringhorn, it's if you are sloppy with the sighting, then you have a miss. So this was demanding for the last race. You are tired after a long season, and with these conditions, I'm impressed by myself that I hit 20. And in this situation, I was in as well, fighting for the globe, and I knew if Johannes won, I had to be number 10. So this was always in my mind, and yeah, to shoot 20 then, I'm really satisfied.
It's a cup score, it's second cup score. You made the best use of Johannes' absence in Östersund, which is not easy because it put all the limelight on you.
Yeah.
Can you talk about this experience, because you stepped in as a boss?
Yeah, for sure. My wish was that he was able to race in Östersund and that we would have a fair fight. But you know, that's sports. Sometimes you get sick, and it's nothing you can do about it. But it's not easy to just come and take the globes. Suddenly, I was in the lead and I was the favorite, and that's a bit tricky feeling comparing to when you can attack from behind. So. And with this shape of Johannes this weekend, and the fact that I can say I don't love these kind of conditions in the track. I'm a heavy athlete, and this was too soft for me. And having that in mind, I'm very glad I've been able to handle that kind of pressure, especially here at home soil. You know, the audience cheering for you. So that's biathlon. Even if Johannes isn't on the start, it's still a fight with yourself and with your own head. So yeah, I'm beyond happy that I made it.
So, and you and Sturla, through everything you had at Johannes, and you got your rewards, both of you. Sturla with medals, you with cups. But Sturla said he feels he still has some upside. How do you feel about your further developing potential?
Yeah, I think I can say the same as Sturla, because I've been taking some gaps, reaching a higher level physically for each season now, and especially for this season, my shooting didn't follow the physical development, so I was a bit behind, especially on standing shooting this season. I made some changes after the World Championships, and suddenly I managed to shoot 20 twice, both in Östersund at the Mastart and here. So I think I want to work with that, into the next season, and as well trying to take this little step up physically, like I did the last couple of seasons, because you can't reach for a big gap. You have to be a bit slow, and don't think, okay, I will train 100 more hours to catch Johannes. You have to be patient doing it. So I will be patient, but work my ass off.
The best of luck, and thank you for the season.
Thank you very much.